I try to make these videos and I try to put information out there to empower people, to equip them to do things on their own, at least to start asking really important questions, things that they can do without a lawyer. But I'm going to give it to you straight. You need a lawyer when it comes to long-term care. Our healthcare system in the United States just simply does not make life easy for people or their families when long-term care becomes necessary. It's expensive. There are mistakes you could make trying to do this on your own. And I want to give you 3 reasons to think about why it's important to consult with an attorney as soon as possible if you think that long-term care is going to affect your family. I'm Patrick Cawley with Keystone Elder Law in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. And again, you might be thinking this is me being self-interested. I'm trying to drum up business. But really, I believe in what we do. People thank us for what we do. They pay us well, but we save people hundreds of thousands of dollars by getting this done exactly the right way. And the first reason is, if you just have a family member going to a nursing home, the nursing home has no incentive to save assets for your family. Now, I'm not talking about saving a fortune for your kids. I'm talking about, what if you have a spouse at home who's going to have nothing to live on because the spouse going into the nursing home has to pay $11,000 every single month for care. If the money runs out, the family is in tough shape. So the nursing home gets paid a lot more if you are privately paying. Once you get onto Medicaid, this is on the state legislature, but the reimbursement rate for Medicaid is lower. So they're just simply it's not their job to tell you how you can get onto Medicaid, how you can save money for your family. So that's the first reason that you need to call a lawyer. The second is Medicaid is just very complex. So, what counts as an asset in the eyes of Medicaid, meaning you have too much money to have your care paid for? What is a non-countable asset? Even if you can figure out countable assets, non-countable assets, how do you do what is called the spend down, where you can get the assets down below the limit where Medicaid will pay? Even if you get down below the eligibility point, are you going to have a penalty where you have to privately pay because of gifting? Is there an argument to be made that the penalty should not apply? When do you compute the time when the penalty starts? These are just some of the questions that elder law attorneys grapple with all the time, and it's very easy to mess this up if you tried to do it yourself. So the final reason, and there's probably many more, but the third reason I'll give you for consulting with an attorney as soon as possible is something called estate recovery. So estate recovery is when Medicaid gets paid back for all the care they paid for during the life of the Medicaid recipient. So the Medicaid recipient dies, Medicaid goes and tries to get paid back, and it's from what are called probate assets in Pennsylvania. So that means your house, your car, whatever's going through your will is probate asset, and so they will force the sale of it, and all that money will go to the government. There are ways that are right in the law that you can plan ahead and make sure that there won't be probate assets that are subject to estate recovery. So again, this is saving assets for your spouse at home to live on. If you have children who are really depending on you, this is saving assets in the way that the law allows you. So don't try to go this alone. Watch my other videos to figure out what you can do on your own. But if you think long-term care might be in your future, please call an elder law attorney.